first rant video, and I don't like doing rant videos, but this has now gotten to a point where it's beginning to affect not only my socially gaming circle, but it's actually beginning to affect the way I game personally as well. I was informed last night of a match, and I'm not going to mention the player, and I'm not going to mention the opposing player, but I have a very big issue with cheaters. I have a very, very big issue with cheaters. Very big issue to the point of where I may stop playing Destiny altogether because of this issue that keeps on happening time and again, and it's repeatedly cost many a gamer to break controllers, to break TVs, to break, you know, inanimate objects, because people feel the need to cheat. This has been one of my pet hates. Lag switching was very big in Destiny. Year 1 Iron Banner, and they said that the ban hammer was coming down. Fair enough. But it keeps on happening in other games, not just Destiny. And this is a message to Activision, actually. Black Ops 2, lag switch central. Black Ops 3, I've heard that there have been a hell of amount of issues with lag switches, and now it's come to Destiny, which is an MMO slash FPS slash whatever this game is, because this game is genuinely fun. This game is genuinely fun. But I am now getting to the point of where I'm reading patch notes. I'm doing the math. I am seeing a couple of you know, comments made by the Destiny community that said, oh no, this is too OP, or, you know, this needs to be done, or this needs to be done. You should be doing this, Destiny. You should be doing this, Destiny. But from my point of view, the first issue that needs to be addressed in 2016, Deej, Cosmo, all of you guys at the live team, I'm not disrespecting you in any way, shape or form. You've done such a brilliant job with keeping us gamers entertained over the Christmas period. I mean, SRL, it was a bit ingenuitive, bit risky to play, but I loved it. I liked it. But please do address the fact that you are still getting lag switches, you are still getting people that are leaving the game because of this issue. Not because of the content being old, it's because when people go into PvP, there is a lag switch issue, whether it be bad internet connection or people just blatantly doing it for the sake of cheating. And I have seen many a people in real life taking their copies of Destiny back to the store to get some kind of refund. And obviously that's their choice. But I've put work, gaming hours into my characters, into my community, into my friends. You know, we've done nightfalls and raids and, you know, going into PvP as well. You know, I'm not the greatest PvP player, but where does it state that lag switching is okay? Because in my eyes, in my opinion, it's not. Because I'm now going to point out something to you guys who do genuinely lag switch, who do genuinely cheat the system, who do genuinely cheat the game. It is illegal to do so because you're signing a contract with Activision, with Sony, with Bungie themselves, due to your PlayStation memberships. You are not physically allowed to alter any form of the game. It is classed as a misdemeanor. I'm watching what I say very carefully here, because I do not want my account taken down. I don't want my accounts across various games stopped, which I do play a lot of various games. There are first-person shooters that do have lag switch problems, and some companies have gone to the extent, not just saying Bungie, not saying Activision, but some companies have put down the ban hammer and banned players for good. I'm talking World of Warcraft, I'm talking League of Legends, I'm talking MMOs that take cheating very seriously. Because it doesn't just hurt the company, it hurts the gaming community as a whole. Whether you have bad internet connection or anything like that, Bungie does know about this. They have a live development team. They have a team which assesses who is lag switching and who is not. And people are getting through the cracks who are genuinely lag switching, because I've come across players and I've recorded videos which I will be posting up online. I am not one for ranting, I'm not one for blogging, I'm not one for yelling and saying pull your fingers out of your cracks of the butt recesses of your bumhole and do your jobs, because quite frankly Deej, Cosmo and everyone else at Bungie do that much of a brilliant job to bring us challenge mode, to bring us raids, to bring us, you know, these ideas don't just happen overnight, you know, to create games. But when somebody goes and verbally and physically takes the piss out of game creators, the gaming industry, and cheats, that is something I do not personally agree with. I do not agree with it. I've had enough of the cheating, the lag switching. You know, I have not received any hate mail since my day one of venturing into the Destiny community. Do you know why? Because I pay my internet bill. I do not modify my router. I do not modify my PlayStation 4. I do not modify my PlayStation controller. I do not modify any of it. Because I have signed a contract, a digital contract with Sony, that if I do any of the above that I've just stated, would have, possibly could have, my membership and console blocked. I have seen people's consoles get blocked for not lag switching, but for having the worst internet that sometimes the UK does provide, i.e. certain companies don't provide the best internet. And I've seen it happen to people in America. I've seen it happen to people in South Africa, for a lack of a better term. I've also got somebody in the chat, in the party, who's one of my long-standing guests from the House of Fluffy, and I think he has something to say about this whole issue with lag switching. And, you know, genuinely, I don't rant. I genuinely do not rant, guys. But this is taking it too far now. This is taking it too far. I'm going to hand over to my esteemed guest and give you his views on lag switching and see what he says. And yes, guys, this video will be going up live. Hands up, I don't care. I really don't care what this does to my YouTube career or my gaming career or anything like that, but I am not gonna put X amount of hours into a game for people to say, I don't want to play it because of A, B, C, D, and it gets a bad name in the gaming community. So I'm now going to hand over to my esteemed colleague once again, from the House of Fluffy, Assassin. Do you want to chip in on this situation that I've just voiced?
Well, I have encountered a lot of, well, not a lot, a few instances of lag switching. I would say a lot, but most of them I have encountered to just bad internet connection. I do think it has to stop, and they have to ban the people that violate the contracts that they have agreed to. Because, I mean, obviously you have to do that.
You know, it does say. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine.
I am now going to bring something up which I didn't pick up on. Every MMO game that you guys play, like Elder Scrolls Online or even Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn, which I've heard so much about, which I may even jump to, I don't want to jump off the Destiny ship. I know the Destiny community and Destiny 2 is coming, and I know it's going to be really, really good. But I'm not going to jump to other games unless I need to. If you're going to modify your routers or your controllers or lag switch, please be aware that you will be reported, videos will go up, and you will be publicly named and chained. Because if you don't check your terms and conditions of what you agree to via Bungie, via Sony themselves, and Activision themselves, if you play Black Ops, please be aware they can and will stop your account. And I'm probably going to get my account stopped for saying and voicing my opinion, but that doesn't really matter. I'm just going to hand back over to Duncan. Sorry about that. You were saying?
I don't really have a lot to voice on this opinion, because I'm not exactly sure what lag switching looks like its precise order, but I do know a lot of lag when I see it. Like earlier today I had a lot of lag, but I don't account for switching. I take into account that I do live in South Africa and I do have rather slow connection, being at 4 megabytes per second. And sometimes people just have a faster connection than me, and I guess me living in a different country, being used to my internet being so slow, I just sort of got used to it, and I say, okay, it's just lag. So I never really sort of identify the lag as lag switching. If you have 100 megabyte per second line and you see someone lag, like if you shoot them and they're not there, then suddenly they're behind you with a shotgun, okay, yeah, you can say lag switch, but there's never really anything you can do to properly prove that that is what's going on. It could have been a slow connection.
Agreed. I do get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying, but from my opinion, I've seen in a couple of games where you've got that one person where you attack them constantly and they just do not die. That is lag switching.
Yes,
where they have a full.
In that instance, it would be lag switching. But if you come across different people throughout the match where you shoot them a couple times and it doesn't register, and then they fire off shots and it registers on you and you die but they don't, then it's lag. But otherwise I don't really have a lot to voice on this opinion, since I am really
going to
the lag switches.
Say this.
I just take it as it is, since
I'm going to say this. I have no reason to leave the Destiny community up until a point where I just say, hands up, I'm done. Until I reach that point, I know that the live team at Bungie, Deej and Cosmo, and all of the gang who have brought us some, you know, brought me personally something to waste my time with, you know, and have fun with and meet some great people. Up until, I think it was last year, they actually brought down the banhammer. They've only brought out the banhammer from my time of playing Destiny once. And now, it's now getting to the point where I personally want to see somebody from the Destiny team, whether it be Deej, Cosmo, or any of the live team, any of them, come out and make a statement and say, this is an issue that's been addressed by many a gamer and we're coming to defend our title, and say, look, please don't damage its reputation. Because that's what people that do cheat and do go out of their way to cheat, they're damaging the reputation of that game. So guys, I am going to say this as a genuine issue to any of the guys at Bungie, at Destiny, at Activision watching this video. I am but one gamer voicing an opinion where people have shouted and screamed and destroyed inanimate objects over because they feel like nothing has been getting done. Can you please come out with some kind of statement or something and give something to back to the Destiny community in terms of what you're going to do to combat this issue? This is all I can say, guys. I'm sorry that this has taken up your time, and obviously I'm probably going to get ignored and probably going to get a load of hate mail and comments on YouTube, but quite honestly I don't care. I am going to sign off now, and I am going to let you think on it. Hell, even drop down what you think should happen in the comments to combat lag switch. Help, you know, improve the gaming community a little bit more, to stop the people that do go out of their way to cheat and feel good about it. Guys, I'm now going to leave you here with my personal apologies if I've offended any of you at any given point during the duration of this video. I apologise, and for once I am sorry, but I'm just generally venting an opinion that I have seen happen time and time and time again in the Destiny community, and I've had people comment about it in the Destiny community. I'm signing off now. Take care, guys.